It's Saturday, February 1st. I'm Stephanie Bertini in the Fox 5 newsroom. Thank you for joining us live here on the Fox Local app. We're following developing news out of the Philadelphia area. A medical plane carrying a child patient and 5 others crashed in a residential neighborhood. There were no survivors. The plane seen plummeting from the sky on several Ring doorbell camera videos. The NTSB is investigating. Meanwhile, investigators are working to determine the cause of the Midair collision over the Potomac River. Officials say they've recovered the black box from the Army helicopter that slammed into that American Airlines plane. 67 people died in the crash. Recovery crews are still searching for bodies. Here's a quick check of your weather. The sun is back today, but temps are hanging around the mid-30s. We could see a few flakes tomorrow. According to the State Office of Cannabis Management, Long Island is seeing the highest number of cannabis sales per store across New York. Fox 5's Jody Goldberg takes a closer look at what's driving this boost in business.
We're going to get you today.
Strain Stars in East Farmingdale was the first cannabis dispensary to open on Long Island in 2023.
We see about 2,000 customers a day.
And its sales.
Have a great day.
Weekly, we're doing about 1.75 million, 75 million for the year.
Along with the sales brought in by the 8 other dispensaries across Long Island are seeing green.
Comes at 158.
That's because Long Island has the highest sales per store in the entire state, according to the Office of Cannabis Management.
I can believe it because I feel like it's so populated down here.
I'm a little surprised, yeah, because, Long Island is like the suburbs, but, everybody need a little something to ease their mind.
Now, New York State has a 13% sales tax for all cannabis products that are sold here. 9% of that goes to the state, and then 4% goes to the municipalities where those transactions were done.
The state collected more than $20 million in tax revenue in 2024 from dispensaries. Several million of that stayed on Long Island. That's a big deal.
It's a budding business out here where recreational dispensaries have brought in over $109 million in 2024, according to the Office of Cannabis Management. They report each store brought in on average $7.4 million just in the month of November.
We have 11% of all retail sales in the entire state, with only 3% of the stores.
But addiction experts have their concerns.
Are we giving the same lens to really looking at what the impact is around public safety, individual and community health, and more importantly, how this is exacerbating other mental health conditions?
Whether it's smoking it or selling it, when it comes to sales per store, Long Island is in the lead.
This should have happened years ago, okay? Everybody was doing it anyway.
In East Farmingdale, Jody Goldberg, Fox 5 News.
Ambulance response times for life-threatening emergencies appear to be soaring in the city. According to the Post, it took FDNY ambulances an average of 8 minutes and 48 seconds to respond to a call. That's 34 seconds slower than 2024. The FDNY had a goal to get that under 7 minutes. The department blames staffing trouble, saying it's hard to recruit EMTs and paramedics. The union is still negotiating a contract with the Adams administration, and low pay remains a sticking point. Now to an opioid alternative. Those behind it say it's not addicting. The FDA approving a drug called Jurnavix. The medication made by Vertex Pharmaceuticals promises to treat moderate pain without the risk of addiction and overdose, often linked to opioids.
They tried a new approach here by looking at mechanisms by which the drug works that's elsewhere in the body besides in the brain. So it really works on the peripheral nerves, less so than like an opioid that would work centrally in your brain.
Advocates say the pill could help doctors prescribe fewer opioids and provide more options for people who can't take other pain medications. It is pricey at more than $15 a pill. Rats are on the rise, and they're taking a bigger bite out of the Big Apple. According to the journal Science Advances, rat populations are soaring in many cities across the world. Out of the 16 surveyed, New York was in the top 5. Washington, D.C. took the top spot. Also on the list, San Francisco, Toronto, and Amsterdam. The research points to rising temperatures as one reason for the spike. A Queens Roller Hockey League is teaming up with the New York Islanders to bring the exciting and growing sport of floor hockey to Brooklyn. The partnership is giving local children a chance to experience hockey off the ice. Here's Fox 5's Jennifer Williams.
Get back on 3. 1, 2, 3. Get
A different brand of hockey is taking over in Brooklyn.
It's fun, and it's a new game that you could learn and you could thrive in.
At Kip Amp Charter Middle School, no ice, no roller skates, just running shoes, sticks, and a little determination.
The goal is to expand roller hockey, expand hockey overall to different communities.
Paul actually introduced me to the real sport of roller hockey with his league, where I actually learned with the children.
It makes me feel more athletic. It kind of helps me with basketball because you have to control the puck and you have to watch your eyes out to make sure that you can pass to anybody that's open.
The program got a huge assist from the Middle Village Roller Hockey League, which provided custom jerseys for every player, while their equipment was donated by the New York Islanders.
The Islanders supplied us with sticks, with nets, with pennies. They supplied us with a lot of stuff. So the Islanders did a tremendous donation for us.
I was actually turned away from a number of programs. I reached out to the New York Islanders, and they literally welcomed me with open arms.
Brooklyn native Michael Concepcion, our Coach C, knows the hurdles hockey faces, but going with a ball over a puck makes this version more accessible for everyone.
Definitely outreach, availability, and cost. So that is a big issue, as well as just having people who want to be involved and who are dedicated and committed to preparing the students in what they actually need for the sport.
We have really been excited for the kids to have something new. It's hockey, it's Brooklyn. We really don't have hockey in Brooklyn. And I've been to his practices and his games, so I'm a very involved mom. I love to see him outside having fun, trying new things, and he's been excited.
It brings me a lot of joy because I get to experience something different.
Thank you, Islanders! In Crown Heights, Jennifer Williams, Fox 5 News.
Opting to only publish online, as of this weekend, the Star-Ledger is stopping the printing of paper copies. The New Jersey newspaper also shutting down its Montville production facility. The owners say rising costs and reduced demand are the reasons behind the changes. Well, deck the halls with Valentine's Day decor. A family in Brooklyn is letting Cupid capture their home with lots of love. Fox 5's Kendall Green brings us this story.
The labor of love, getting all the love from spectators as the holiday tradition continues in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn.
I went all the way around. I'm working on the next block. It's the most beautiful thing I ever saw.
What do you feel right now that you look at it?
I feel love.
You feel love all
I feel love all over.
That's the intent of Roy Jensen's Valentine's Day display that has added to his home a holiday staple for decades in his neighborhood. The frosty Christmas display shuffled to the colors of Cupid in a matter of days.
For me, it's easy because I've been doing it 30 years,
Jensen's got the colors and the details down to a science, with more than 100,000 lights drawing the masses ahead of Valentine's Day. And the positive feedback, always a plus.
People have felt like they've forgotten, that live here. So this brings them a lot of joy, They see the lights, they see the hard work I'm putting in, and really, that encourages me,
Support for Jensen has grown from everyday New Yorkers to folks liking and sharing online, then traveling the distance just to see the lights in person.
Since we're on Instagram since October, they come from all over, far away, trains, buses, they walk here, car service. They're just, when they come out of this car, they're blown away.
They're blown away as Jensen notices the trend of hearts extending further and further down the block.
They put hearts on on the outside. Oh, my heart, but anybody could do it, which is nice because now he's getting well known.
Now, for those of you who want to come and see this elaborate, lovely display, you have until February 14th. That's Valentine's Day, and then it all goes down. Roy Jensen tells us he's already preparing for the following holiday, which is St. Patrick's Day, where he tells us there are boxes and boxes of decorations already inside. That's the latest here in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Kendall Green, Fox 5 News.